stop 10 seconds before she stops.
Didn't you just tap it? Melissa? Melissa's on. Well, it's completely off. So everybody, there are some drums around the room. We are going to be utilizing those drums, so hopefully you can see one that calls to you and pick it up. And they're on seats, they're on benches. Nothing there? Okay, nothing there. Can you get that back to her? Thank you. Yes, just bring it over close to her. Okay. Everybody grab a drum. Is there drums around that nobody has a home for? Whatever one you want. Take it. Are you on? Comment if you want to get that. Take one of the
What about this big drum here, Thomas? Yeah, take it out of the bed. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Just take it out of the holder. Okay, look at there's drums around on seats that are need to have people.
Drummers.
Yes, we're on, guys. We're on video. Hello, everybody out there. We are here. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Gathering of Light. It's wonderful to have everybody here today. We might have to switch things around a little bit because our wonderful guest is on his way here, all the way out from east, so we will give him that leeway. But we have another wonderful guest here today, our beautiful musician who's going to start us out with an amazing Cherokee song.
What's her name?
Annie Moore.
Okay.
So welcome everybody to Gathering of Light. We are part of a movement that says we want you to grow in your own spirituality as you define it. We honor all the religions of the world as best we can, and we stay in the energy of what's happening around us. And this weekend, we are honoring Indigenous wisdom from Indigenous cultures around us. We have a special guest, as I said before. And we say to everybody, come as you are, participate whatever level you are comfortable with, as we gain some insights to grow more spiritually along our path, as we open our eyes and ears to the wisdom that is being presented to us. And so I'll ask you to join with me in our opening purpose statement. We gather here together to worship with love, to inspire and encourage each other with our spirit and through the wisdom of the world's diverse faiths. We commit to listen with open hearts that we might gain positive practical tools to continue to grow spiritually and enrich our personal beliefs. Now, part of consecration, we're going to call on directions. All right. Happy Saturday. O spirits and angels of the East, where the sun rises every day, bring light into our hearts and minds, so that we may also resurrect every morning, acknowledging new life and creativity and renewed hope every day. Come, spirits and angels of the East. O spirits and angels of the South, where the sun shines the hottest, bring warmth into our hearts and friendship and all of our relations. Come, spirits and angels of the South. O spirits and angels of the West, where the sun sets every night, teach us to be at home in the dark, in the silence of night, and teach us to let go and to trust as we sink into the unknown and await the sun rising tomorrow. Come, spirits and angels of the West. O spirits and angels of the North, where the fierce storms arise, come to us and give us strength and courage. Teach us to be strong like the buffalo, who turns and faces the strong winds head on. Come, spirits and angels of the North. Come, spirits and angels from above. Teach us to fly high with the eagle and speak wisdom and perspective. Seek wisdom and perspective in life. Come, spirits and angels from above.
spirits and angels from below, where all the plants find their roots in Mother Earth. Teach us to remain grounded and thankful to the earth, our mother, and to treat her with respect. Come, spirits and angels from below. Come, spirits and angels from all directions. Come and gather in our hearts. Make them full with blood that is red, full of energy and flowing with love, gratitude, and generosity. Aho.
Aho.
Amen. Come, spirits and angels from all the directions.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
I will do the declaration of intent. We call on the one who is the beauty of the green earth and the white moon, among the stars and the mysteries of the waters. We call upon your soul to arise and come unto us, for you are the soul of nature that gives life to the universe. From you all things proceed, and unto you they must return. Let our worship be in the heart that rejoices from behold. All acts of love and pleasures are her rituals. Let there be beauty and strength, power and compassion, honor and humility, mirth and reverence within. And all who seek to know her, know that your seeking and yearning will avail you not unless you know the mystery. For if that which you seek you find and not within yourself, you will never find it without. For behold, she has been with you from the beginning, and that which is attained at the end of the desire. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Ire were were nita ochu. Ire were were. Ire were were nita ochu. Ire were were nita ya. Ochakine ba nita ochu. Cheke cheke cheke. Nitaya, ire were were, ire were were nita ochu, ire were were, ire were were nita ochu, ire were were nitaya, uchakine ba. Nita ochu, cheke cheke cheke, nita ya, ire were were, ire were were nita ochu, ire were were, ire were were nita ochu. Ire were were nitaya, cheke nitaya ire were were Ire were were nita uchu Ire were were Ire were were nita uchu Ire were were nita ya Ocha kineba nita uchu Cheke 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 nita ya Ire were were Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were nita ya Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were nita ya Ocha kineba nita ochu Cheke 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 nita ya Ire were were Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were nita ya Ocha kineba nita ochu Cheke 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 nita ya Ire were were Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were Ire were were nita ochu Ire were were nita ya Ocha kineba nita ochu Cheke 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 nita ya Ire were were
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Amy, and I am here to read the words of wisdom. There are thousands of agreements you have made with yourself and other people, with your dream of life. In these agreements, you tell yourself who you are, what you feel, and what you believe, and how to behave. The result is what you call your personality. In these agreements, you say, this is what I am. This is what I believe. I can do certain things, and some things I cannot do. We have many agreements that make us suffer, that make us fall in life. If you want to live a life of joy and fulfillment, You have to find the courage to break those agreements that are fear-based and claim your personal power. The agreements that come from fear require us to expend a lot of energy, but the agreements that come from love help us to conserve energy and even gain extra energy. That's from the 4 agreements. There can never be peace between nations until it is first known that true peace is within the souls of men. That is a Native American proverb from the Oglala Sioux. And cherish trees, for they are our brother and sister journeyers of life. Deuteronomy.
So, Johnny, you made it. Thank you so much. Come on up. Have drums all around the room, did you see?
If you're more comfortable over there or you're comfortable over there. Great. So welcome.
Chief Johnson?
Thank you so much for inviting me. I understand I only have 4 hours to speak, so. Well, good morning, my relatives.
Good morning.
Good morning. I say my relatives for, in truth, God, the Creator, looks at us as leaves from the same tree, made from the same sand. The culture where I come from, we have a tool that we use to pray with, and it's called the chanupa. And the chanupa came to be, and I want to tell you the story of how the chanupa came to be. And society now knows it as the peace pipe. But in our language, in Lakota language, it's called the chanupa, while Algonquin it's Witamana, or sacred pipe. So, around the time when Jesus was born on the continent over there, and about approximately 1,000 years later, Muhammad came with the Quran. So in between that time, our ancestors here on this continent, we had forgotten about giving our thank yous. And it became about my title that I have in my community, in my village. What I've done, what I've accomplished, what I have. So the ego took over. And in particular, we forgot to give our thank yous to the Buffalo Nation. And the Buffalo Nation gave their lives to give us food, our home, our tools, our clothes. And we had forgotten. So the buffalo started to disappear. And the people started to starve. So in all their desperateness and sincerity, they got together and they prayed. When they finished praying, they sent 2 scouts out to go search for signs of buffalo. These 2 scouts searched for 3 days and found no sign of buffalo. On this 4th morning, they were standing on this hill and they were resting. And then off in the distance, they could see something. And it was coming towards them. And as it got closer, they could see that it was a woman, and she was carrying something. She was carrying a chanupa. And as she got closer, they could see that it was the most beautiful woman they had ever seen. So much so that there were no words to even describe her beauty, for it wasn't of this earth. And one of the scouts, he was fearful, respectful of her, and he had put his head down and he took a step back. The other scout had these lustful thoughts of her, and he wanted to make her his. And she knew of his thoughts, and she motioned for him to come to her. And he did. And as he approached her, this fog came over them. And that fog was so thick that the other scout could not see them. And then that fog dissipated and lifted. And that scout was a skeleton with snakes and worms crawling amongst his bones. And she approached the other scout, and he fell to his knees in his humbleness. And she handed him that chanupa and told him, "Go back to the people and tell them exactly what you witnessed and no more. And then put up a teepee, for I'm coming with the teachings of the chanupa." So he did. He went back to the people and told them what he witnessed. And they put up a teepee. And she came that next morning. She came to give them the prayer songs to fill the chanupa with their prayers. She came with the humbleche ceremony, or fasting, or vision questing. And fasting, the Spirit says, is the most supreme healing and the most great remedy of the disease of self and passion. She came with the ceremony of Ishnate. Ishnate is when young girls become young women, boys become men. She came with the Hunka ceremony, where you can adopt relatives, a mother, father, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and you name your children. So with this, she said that when the time for change for the people is coming, I will stand on the earth again. And with that, she walked to the west of the camp, where there was a hill in the distance. And she lay down in the grass and got up, and she was a black buffalo. And then that buffalo walked towards that hill, and then it laid down in the dirt and rolled over in the dirt and got up and shook the dust off. And it was a red buffalo. And it walked up that hill, and then it laid down again in the dirt and rolled over in the dirt and got up and shook the dust off. And it was a yellow buffalo. And it got to the top of that hill and walked around that hill, and then laid down in the dirt and rolled over in the dirt and got up and then shook the dust off. And it was a white buffalo. And it disappeared over the hill as a white buffalo. So today, this is why we call her the white buffalo calf maiden. And from this is where we get our spiritual symbol for our relatives, our Native people. It's a circle. No beginning, no end. The Spirit, when the Spirit talks and speaks about that, it says the beginning that has no beginning until the end that has no end. So this is the circle. Then that circle is divided into 4 pies, and we color them black, white, yellow, and red. So in that symbol is the oneness of the Creator, the oneness of mankind, black, white, yellow, red. The oneness of even religion. For another name of the Creator is the author of religion. So this is where that we call it the medicine wheel. So, and that medicine wheel has now it's gone into our culture where it has helped people recover alcohol, drugs, addictions, and there's books from some of our relatives that have written books on this, the White Buffalo teachings and the medicine wheel. So with that, I wanted to try to describe to you where that chanupa comes from. So that chanupa that was given to that man back then, he kept it and kept all those ceremonies going. And then other tribes came and learned, and they took it back. When it was time, he handed that chanupa to the next person. And then again, he kept it, and it grew and grew. And when it was time, he handed it to the next person, and then the next person. Until 19 generations later, my wife's uncle is the keeper of that chanupa. So where that chanupa comes from that he has, it's a covenant because no man made it. If you take a pen and you try to write to describe heaven, your pen will stop because it will fail. If you try to speak to describe heaven, your tongue will fail because it's far beyond human comprehension and forever will be beyond human comprehension. But the chanupa and its teachings come from beyond even that. Now, some of the other tribes, what has happened over time was that being a pipe carrier, we get a pipe. So the pipe I have it's a symbol of that chanupa that was given to that man back then. It's a symbol of that one. And it's made from pipestone. And pipestone there's only one quarry in the whole world that has pipestone. And that's in Pipestone, Minnesota. And the story of how that pipestone came to be, because it's red. It's a red stone. How that came to be is that during the time of Noah, the great flood, because we have those stories, because we were here in the time of Noah, we were on this continent. the time of the flood is that the people in the village perished. And there was a survivor, a woman, and she was holding on to a log. I believe you can find this story on YouTube. And when the water was receding, there was like a sandbar, and she went on that sandbar. And she was growing hungry, and an eagle had saw her. And he landed and befriended her. And then he fished for her. He went fishing and caught her fish to feed her. But she was lonely. And she wanted to end her life. So the eagle flew up, and he went to the Creator. And he spoke to the Creator about his concerns for the woman. And he did not want her to be lonely. So the Creator told him, he says, if I change you to a man, he said, you will never soar again. And he says, I know this. But he didn't want to leave her like that. So the Creator turned him into a man. So this in our stories that's happened several times, in different areas. So this is the story where we come from as Indian peoples, from that. So with that, I wanted to leave you with something that, and this is a teaching that the Spirit has given us, and they're words to live by. And the Creator, God, He wants us now and in the future, and raising our grandchildren or raising our children, whichever aspect you are in children's lives, He wants us to be fair-minded. And having a fair mind, it invokes justice. And that would be justice to your parents, to your kids, to your spouse, your community. Because the Spirit had told us that what He puts above all else, is justice. Even to yourself, justice. I have a story to tell you about this with my son. He was 4 years old, and he has 2 older sisters. And when you're young like that, kids, a lot of times they talk backwards, and they understand backwards. Hot is cold, cold is hot, open's closed. So, you're there to correct her. No, that's hot, not cold. No, that's closed, open, So we heat our house with a wood stove, and we're on the reservation, we're out in the woods, and we're cutting wood. And my son says to me, he's 4 years old, he says, Dad, man, my brother's coming over to visit, and I'm so excited. We're going to have fun and play, and my other brother is coming. He said, I'm really excited. I said, yeah, that's exciting. You get to play. I said, but, they're your sisters, not your brother. I said, like I'm your father. And he looks, he says, you're not my father. And in my mind, I'm like, who do you think you're talking? He said, God's my Father, the Creator. You're just my dad. And I was like, stuck. I was stuck. oh my gosh, maybe 10 minutes, maybe longer. I was, man, he really had me thinking. And I said, son, I said, you're right. I said, you're right. He said, about what, Dad? I said, about what you said, that, God your Father and I'm your dad. He said, that was 2 hours ago. So about 3 days went by, and this is in the back of my head, in the back of my mind. I'm wondering, where is this coming from? 4-year-old kid telling me this and having me thinking like this. So I had this dream about 3 days later in the morning. It was one of those dreams, that's like, it's so real. It's like more real than, standing here. It's like that feeling is like. And I knew I was in a sacred place. The feeling was this. And I hear this voice say, because it is true. And your station as dad is to guide him to his true father. For I put a high recompense on this in the next world. Man, I woke up, I grabbed my phone, I was like, recompense, what does that mean? Like you pay someone that you owe someone. I was like, that changed my whole thing. So I see my sons and my kids, my daughter and them, I see them now like I'm not worthy to tie their shoes. So when I'm with them, I humble myself. Because now I understand. I have an understanding. Because the Spirit said this. The Spirit said, what is more than all the knowledge in the entire world, and what is more than even wisdom, is understanding. So, with that, I'm going to share meditative prayer with you and a song. Now, this prayer, the Spirit gave us this prayer. And you'll understand when it's said, because it's coming from this other place. Because no man speaks this way, the way the Spirit speaks. No, you couldn't, if you got all the PhD and doctoral scholars in the world together, they would not even be able to come up with what is being said like this. So, to have an understanding of it, I'm going to ask to close your eyes and bow your head. In my immemorial being and the ancient eternity of my existence, I knew my love for thee. Therefore I created thee and etched my image upon thee. Have you forgotten what I whispered to thee under the tree of life? Out of the clay of love and the finger of power, I have created thee. And my first counsel to thee is this: possess a pure, kindly, and radiant heart, that yours will be a sovereignty ancient For you are my glory, and my glory shall never fade. Why do you fear destruction? You are my light, and my light shall never be extinguished. Why do you fear extinction? You are my robe, and my robe shall never be outworn. So look within thee, and there you will see I am standing, your stronghold. You are my stronghold.
Good morning, my name is Carmen, and we're going to do, all of us, the prayer of peace. Blessed be thou, creator of life, whose love forever shines within me. Help me to use thine energy to direct my cosmic force. Light my path, that I may follow it in love. Secure in the knowledge that I move from a source deep within me. Let me use my energy to create the world anew. Instill in me an awareness of the rhythms and cycles of nature, so that I may intuitively know the time to build up and the time to tear down, the time to speak and the time to remain silent, the time to move and the time to stand still. Let me sense now and always the depth of our connections, for we are all one, and the force that holds us together is love. Amen.
So, thank you, John, again. That was really great. And that was a meditation which was really great for us. We do have some drums around. I thought if we do just a little bit of all of us, just to really put that energy into the drums, I'm going to ask Phil, you want to come up and do this drum?
Yes.
If there's drums around you, if you can grab a drum, or you see one on our seat or anywhere, we're going to start with a heartbeat. We're going to go around the room and start with a heartbeat, and then just let the drums go and take this energy that you've been feeling and the stories and move them through you and allow for them to
Okay. The very first sound that we hear in our lives is our mother's heartbeat in utero. That's the very first sound. So let us begin with our heartbeat. And we sit down first. Thank you.
So please join me in our abundance affirmation. We are grateful for all the grace and wealth flowing in and through each member of the gathering of light, and for all the abundance in our lives. We are grateful for all the grace and wealth flowing in and through each member of the gathering of light, and for all the abundance in our lives. Wow, thank you. Welcome anyone new here today or at home. The blue QR code, and fill out your contact card for us. And our starter pack program, they're looking for brooms and dustpans and twin sheets. It just still keeps going with the community service. And we are so grateful for our starter pack volunteers. Prayer stars, also if you know anybody who needs a prayer, handwritten prayer with intentions. John D. will have that in fellowship. See him and put their names on the list. We'll get our prayer out to them. Private angel readings. Angel Bill is doing private angel readings. It's 15 minutes for $20 over the phone. You can sign up in fellowship. You can see me for that. Also, Qigong is on Zoom on Thursdays, 7 a.m. or 9. There's 2 opportunities. Qigong, and Sheila's doing a great job with that. We also have the Energy Circle on October 13th. That's at 7:15, live and on Zoom right here. If you haven't come to the Energy Circle yet, or you haven't checked it out, come on down. Really, everyone's welcome. Also, Spiritual Insights and Discoveries is on October 16th, my daughter's birthday. On Zoom at 7:15, they're doing the 5th agreement. And the Power of Prayer is October 18th. That's Reverend Evelyn. If you haven't tried that yet, try that. It's very powerful and incredibly spiritual building. Yeah, that's a good way. Save the date. It's the 30th anniversary for GOL, January 15th. Everyone, please buy your tickets. And please help sell journal ads. So if you want to know how to help, you can ask Jerry on that one in fellowship. Thank you to everyone who made the open house last week. And a great success. It was wonderful. And it was just beautiful to do that. You guys give yourself a big hand. It's amazing when we come together and work together. It's just unbelievable. It's like so easy. It's just nice to witness that. I really appreciate it. Also, we have our 2026 calendars, interspiritual calendars. They're available. And also, I want to thank Johnny Smith, Chief Johnny Smith, for being here. Always a blessing. We are really, really grateful. Thank you so much. Thank Reverend Annie for playing the music. And also Amy and Lori for doing the altar. And one more thing, I know I'm going to get to you, Lori. I just want to thank Angel Bill because he brings the flowers all the time. And he's such a flower guy. His life is love and flowers. Sometimes I forget to thank him because that's just who he is. And I'm going to thank you, Angel Bill, for the beautiful dahlias that you bring to our service. And also, we need people to sign up for fellowship. You can see Lori, and she's going to explain something about the Bedding for Babes. You want to stand?
Yes. So we're collecting bedding for babes for our displaced children. This is a twin-size comforter set and sheet set, and I got it for about $30 on Amazon, delivered right to my house. So you can do something as convenient or easy as you like, or giving you a heads up, we're asking for all donations to be in by December 13th. And so I know the sale time is coming up with the holidays and everything. So keep your eyes out, and we would appreciate any donations that you make. We're also accepting funds if you want to just donate money to the cause. I did reach out this week to a couple of our shelters, and so we are coordinating to get names of children and see if we can have some requests for colors or character sheets. But in the meantime, we are open to anything and everything. Just wanted to remind you that it doesn't take a lot to help a child to self-soothe and sleep comfortably regardless of the stress in their environment. So we appreciate all of your support and all of your support for our Starter Pack program as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. A couple of other events, separate events. Deepavali Festival is today at Overlook Beach. It's from 12 to 8 p.m. If you want to know more about it, this flyer will be in fellowship. And tomorrow is a Sukkot on the beach. That's right, huh? Hopefully, yeah. Rain permitting, right? And this also will be in fellowship, so if you are interested, checking out these two events this weekend. And next week is Diwali, and I'm playing the music. Hey! So let's, thanks everyone, and let's take this beautiful energy that Johnny Smith and everyone else has created here and bring this into fellowship, all right? And have a sparkling day.
It's also the unveiling of Miriam's, her mother, Debbie's tombstone. It's a year, so there'll be the unveiling next Sunday, the 19th. The 19th, so you can see Marisol. It'll be nice to Sokoa and support Debbie with that. Okay? Yes, Amy.
Spiritually speaking,
Yes.
October 27th, I have one speaker. It's Angel Bill. I need another speaker.
Oh, Kim. All right, that's good. That's all set. That was a quick. Love quick, efficient announcements. Anyway, we're so grateful for the stories. Stories live in us, and to be able to hear the stories to help us live them. It's really beautiful, beautiful. So thank you again for coming to see us, and hopefully we can then utilize that wisdom and bring it into our own lives. And we know that if we keep coming together and we keep doing this and we keep sharing that wisdom, that goes out, ripples out into the world. And it is our hope, our prayers to the Creator to allow us to come together in that one medicine wheel, all of us together, understanding each other. And that's our way of peace on earth, right? So we say peace words of greeting that come from many traditions, and they are aloha, om shanti, shalom, salam, peace, paz, satrika, jaijananda, blessed be, apim, amahoro, akwene, namaste, hache, mir, mer, ashe, aho.
Holy is the ground, forest mountain.
birthday this week, Randy. Randy's not here, but I know he'll be on, so I'm gonna wish Randy happy birthday. Right? Yep, yeah, we sing it, and I think Amy jumps in front of the camera, a few people do. Happy birthday.